Well, Russ, late goals have kind of defined the last few weeks, but your team were a fantastic game, and then deservedly saw out them last 6 or 7 minutes of stoppage time to ensure that another late goal wasn't going to affect a good day.
Yeah, it's for 60 or actually 70 odd minutes until we concede the penalty, until we give away the penalty. Really, I thought it was an outstanding performance. Not a huge amount of chances, but a lot of control against a really difficult team to play against. Really direct, really aggressive. Some of the play was, in the first half and in that first bit of the second half as well some of it was brilliant. It really was. It was great to watch. You could see the players were enjoying it. They played together. They played connected. They played with confidence. They played with courage to play around a really aggressive press and a team that have been obviously in such good form. And then the game went away from us a little bit in the last 20 minutes after the penalty, which is understandable. We've got a team that get renewed energy after scoring a goal and are going all out to try and equalise. And we had to show a different side. There's not as much control as we wanted, and we went away a little bit from where we were. But it's really tough, away from home on a much tighter pitch than we usually play on at home. It's really tough. So the guys had to dig in, and I thought they'd done it brilliantly. I think Fish had one save to make really from a header. Other than that, it was shots and things that went over because the defending was great, or you're forcing people into snatching a shot quickly. And when you play against a team that throws the ball in the box every time it's in anywhere in our half, the course is every now and again percentages tell you a second ball is going to fall to one of their players. You can't completely eradicate that. But when it did, they threw their bodies on the line, they blocked balls. The mentality was fantastic to defend. It was proper. And listen, we don't want games to turn like that. At 2-0, the game should be really much more comfortable. But we give away a penalty, and they have to defend. We have to defend, and they've done it brilliantly. So I'm really proud of the players. They showed both sides of the game today. Hopefully we don't have to show that side too many times in the future. And that's the point of playing the way we do, is that hopefully we don't need to. But I can't praise them enough for the week they've had, the mentality they've shown, the intensity to work, the detail, incredible. So I'm so proud of them.
I know you said you don't necessarily want to experience that again, but this is a journey. This is part of improvement, and there's going to be times, whether it's this season or next season, hopefully in some really big games, where you might have to do that. And this learning curve that they're on at the moment, that's good experience for them. And they'll take so much confidence that actually, when a team wants to come and do that to us, we can see it out. Yeah,
I think the best teams in the world have scary moments, regardless of who you are, whether you're playing in League One or the Premier League or wherever in non-league. So it's. We've got a long way to go, but if we have to do that, then today it felt different to when we've had to defend in previous games this season. Earlier on in the season, there was definitely a different mentality with the group. There's no doubt about it. You could see the determination, the conviction to defend, to want to do it, and we spoke about that before the game. And when they had to deliver it, they really did. So it's something that we need to remain and keep in our armoury for sure. Honestly, I'm so proud of them. I can't speak highly enough of what they've done in the last week, or even the Blackpool game before that. We've come through a really sticky, tough period for us, and it would have been really easy for the guys to stop believing a little bit, to take the easy option, to not play as much as we have done. But they've gone the other way. They've gone all in, and I said to them, we've started something and we have to go all the way with it. So incredibly proud of what they've achieved over the last 3 games, and we have to, we can't be happy with the last 20 minutes. I'm really happy with the attitude and the mentality, but I said to them, if we're going to keep getting better and be relentless in our approach, then we need to have a look at it and try and avoid it happening again.
I want to focus on them then that first 70 minutes, because as you said, against their side in Burton, that beating the likes of Peterborough, beating the likes of Hull this season, and we're right in form, and to gain that control so early, get a deserved goal early on, and I think at one point in the second half, we looked at the stats, I think it was deep into the second half, and we had 96% possession in the second half. That just kind of, unfortunately, the result doesn't really reflect the dominance that we had for 70 odd minutes of that game.
Yeah, as I said at the start, some of it was brilliant to watch. We didn't create as many chances as we have done recently, but again, we're playing against a team who concede very few goals. Have been really solid, really difficult to break down. But I felt at 2-0, that was when I thought the game was going to open up for us, and it should have done really. 2-0, they looked really leggy. They couldn't press with the same intensity, and then the goal for them, the penalty, gives them energy. There's no doubt about it. They come back out, the mentality changes. All their players, their body language changes, and that's why it's made it more difficult for ourselves. But I think from the Blackpool game moving forward, we've had better performance after better performance. We've improved, we've worked on things, and that's why this group's so brilliant to work with. And there'll be stuff we look at again today where the players will go, yeah, you're right, we can definitely improve and move forward again. So we're striving for something that is hard to attain, but we are getting better and better now after a really tough period. So I'm proud of the players for that.
So many good performances out there. I mean, Scotty again, you don't even doubt him when he steps up to take a penalty now, do you? And Warren scoring a goal. I think again the determination was on show for that goal, and no one wanted to give up that free header in the box. And I want a word for Josh McEachran, because obviously stiff neck in the week, really struggling probably to make this game, and to put in a performance like that was just terrific. And him and Sirs and all that in midfield, Matt O'Reilly, they were just excellent again, weren't they?
Yeah, we've got a guy who's coming back from a long-term injury, hasn't played very much football, has been thrown in really, and played more and more. And I know they score a penalty, but Josh goes off as well. It has a big impact on us because of the amount of control he gave us and how good his performance was in the first 60 or so minutes. So we've been so pleased with Josh, and he'll keep getting fitter, he'll keep getting stronger, but he's added a lot to us already. You can see that, and with players like him and Andy Sermon, the guys have so much trust in him. And then you'll bring on someone like Louis Thompson as well. It's brilliant for us, and the two guys ahead of him have been fantastic, Matty and Scotty. It's why the team's been so consistent for the last 4 games. They've played brilliantly, and they've linked up so well, they've connected so well. So we have to keep getting these guys more minutes on the pitch, getting them fitter, more conditioned to the way we want to play. But yeah, Josh has been brilliant, and today I thought he was top draw, really outstanding.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention a certain Dean Lewington, 800th MK Dons appearance, and he looked as good as he has done in the previous 799. He was flawless again, and I know you spoke a lot about him in the week, but just what a testament to him that he can continue to perform the way he does after so many games.
Yeah, I'm really pleased we won for him. I think the players are really pleased they won for him, because 800 games we had to, really, didn't we? Couldn't let him down. He's been a huge part of what we do, and he still is. He will be moving forward. I thought he was great again today. Big action, heading it away in the box really late on, because he knows where the ball's going to go. That experience, that desire, that commitment to defend properly, calming influence on the players on the pitch. So I can't explain how good he's been and how incredible that achievement is. 800 games for anyone in this day and age, but for one club is. I'm convinced it won't happen again because of how modern day football is. So yeah, we can't underestimate how brilliant that is. We can't understate how important he's been to this football club, how important he continues to be. And as long as he keeps playing that, I'm sure he's got a few more left.
And it's 3 wins in a row, and you talked about the team putting together a response like they did just after the Christmas, when after the back of that winless run, to put together a winning run, and they're doing it again. And I know it's just about improvement, but it does set up a nice game next week against Doncaster at home, a team high up in the table, and within the chance to go within 3 points of them, and that just kind of shows the improvement we're making. Yeah,
I said it all the way along. We're making up for a really slow start, and then unfortunately, I don't think we saw it coming really. We knew we had a lot of work to do, but the run we went on, it shouldn't have happened really. I think the players were really disappointed in it. We are, because if you look at some of the ways we started games, Gillingham and stuff like that, it was we shouldn't have lost that many games, but we did. It's happened. That's why we're in the transition. That's why we're trying to improve what we're doing. It's what we have had a lot of change this year, so it's happened. But the way they've responded, we spoke about it. It would have been really easy after going on a really tough run with a young group, playing the way we play, with what gets thrown at us every now and again by people, in terms of the way we play in League One, and our players maybe not up to that. They've proven it. If they needed any evidence or belief in themselves to keep going the way they've played since then, they've gone all in. They've gone all in with what we're trying to do, which is fantastic and makes me incredibly grateful, and makes all of us staff feel incredibly grateful for what they're putting in and how much they're giving it. And it's bearing fruits on the pitch, and we need to continue to go that way, and keep building more and more control, more and more trying to dominate and be us more and more. But after a really tough run, they've been us. The vision for the team that we want, more than ever, and that takes a lot. That takes a lot of courage for a really young group. It takes a lot. So I'm extremely proud of them for that, and grateful.
Makes up for the game here last year, because I know that one still stings that we didn't get 3 points in that one, but we did it today.
Yeah. It was, I thought we were outstanding last year. I thought we were better today. But yeah, it's just nice to win anyway.